Let's take you to South Haven. This video is courtesy of Eric Reed, and I think this is just cool. I think I'm going to have to ask for a drone for Christmas. These things are amazing. Some of the shots we're getting of Lake Michigan and other weather phenomenon is really cool. Right now, again, this is South Haven, taken, I think, a couple weeks ago, but nonetheless, you can see we're now currently right around 62% total ice coverage of Lake Michigan, and the Great Lakes overall right around 85%. And we, just like last year, we peaked right around early March, and we have several more days of Arctic air, a couple more weeks of below average temperatures as it looks. So we may continue adding on to this just gorgeous ice. I've said this many times. One of my favorite things to do is head out to Lake Michigan this time of year and just check out the ice. Obviously, you got to be careful, but it is just simply spectacular. Okay, let's take a look at up road a little bit. The Muskegon area, you can see a lot of ice on Muskegon Lake, completely solid covered ice. Off in the distance, still some blue sky out there, but if you look further in the western horizon, there's some clouds. Those clouds are gradually shifting east, and by the day's end, we'll be underneath the cloud cover. Kind of a different perspective. You can just make out the outline of those clouds in this Grand Rapids sky cam, kind of looking west-northwest, and that's because of a system that's off to our west, already spreading snow in portions of Wisconsin. Timing that out here in southwest lower Michigan, it looks like arrival times, I'd give it right around 7 o'clock, especially around the South Haven area where you just saw the video a moment ago, down towards Benton Harbor. Those are the first locations that will likely see the light snow break out, and then they'll gradually spread eastward from about Grand Rapids to the south. You can see it's fairly light to our west, not many shades of deep blue, so this is just going to be a light snow event. Temperature-wise right now, yeah, it's cold out there, but at least we get the sunshine. 17 degrees in Grand Rapids, 17 Kalamazoo, 15 in Holland. What's nice about this time of year, even though it's so cold outside, you can tell that sun angle is getting stronger. If you leave your car outside and you get in it, it's much warmer than it was, say, December into January time frame. And here's some good news. Look at the wind, calm in Grand Rapids, also Ionia, which means the wind chill temperature mirrors the actual temperature outside. That certainly wasn't the case yesterday. Here's a broad view of what's going on with the infrared satellite radar composite. Weak area of low pressure off to our south and west. And if you look closely, just gradually, this whole area of snow will gradually shift to the east-southeast. Again, just grazing southern lower Michigan out there. So this is the Futurecast. We'll begin at 3 o'clock this afternoon. It actually has the clouds really taking over by that time frame. And here's comes the light snow, mid-evening, 9 o'clock. Areas, especially south of Grand Rapids, receiving the snow first. And then it's going to continue kind of on and off for much of the night, especially south of Grand Rapids. In terms of snowfall, not a whole lot. By the end of tomorrow, we're looking at even a few breaks in the cloud cover. Probably a dusting, maybe a little bit more from about Grand Rapids to right around the Wayland area, possibly a ½ an inch, probably less than a ½ an inch in Grand Rapids. But the areas that will likely see the most of the light snow, it looks like Kalamazoo, I-94, Battle Creek, and to the south, possibly an inch down there. Here's an 8-day forecast. Highs only in the teens the next several days. And folks, our average high is 37, 38 degrees. Hard to believe that. We haven't hit the freezing temperature in 2 weeks. Oh, just amazing. Of course, I don't tell you that, Sue.
It's cold.
Yeah, it's cold, and we'll finally have a chance of that later in the 8-day forecast. Now, on Sunday, we have a chance of some light snow, maybe shovelable in some areas, and later next week, maybe a sloppy system in the Tuesday, Wednesday time frame. A ways away, though.
Yeah, a little ways away. The warm-up looks good, actually.
Yeah.
Just getting closer to 30. I mean, it's better.
Yes, it is.
Trying to keep a ray of sunshine here. Okay, thanks, Matt. Avalanche.